Hi guys, again, Melissa Lara. So this exercise again is for someone who had a fracture on the right arm, left arm, and in this exercise specifically for your arm, for your hand, your fingers, okay? And I'll recommend it to use it after your second, third month, once you gain a bit more strength with your hand. So this is what I use. I call it Playdo, but I think in North America it's called something else. So there's different strengths. This one actually is less strong. So if you still don't have enough strength on your finger, you might want to start with this one. Once you gain more strength, this one is harder. So you will see the difference on texture. So you see, this is how it is. First exercise is just bending your hand like this. If it's hard, I'll use the other hand to kind of push it. So you see how now my fingers are moved there? So that's the type of exercise you want. And then you can just move the Play-Doh in different directions. But the whole idea is to do this movement, pushing into that Play-Doh and getting that strength exactly. Okay, I sometimes add the wrist, so you get two. Whatever you do, don't put your elbow down and put your whole weight. No, try to always either keep a pillow, but don't put your support on your elbow, always on your arm. The next one is basically strength for your fingers. So again, I'm using this one that is softer, but there's different strength you can use. I usually use more the pink, but today I'll use the yellow one for you guys. So the other one is the fingers. So my fingers are still not extremely strong, so what I do is that I use my other hand to push it. So I push it together. So it's getting the two fingers together and pushing the Play-Doh. And if this one is not strong enough, I use my other hand to kind of push it. So try to do it from this side all the way to the down. So I usually start like this, one finger, 4, 5, and then go down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now usually in my case, these two are the ones who have less strength, so I for sure will use my other hand to support it. So you see how this one is kind of melting, is because of the strength. The pink one will do less that. So you just keep pushing it and keep doing this all the way to the end. And then I mix the exercise again with the other one. So once that's down, I'll start again with the finger, with this finger. So finger by finger, and then grab the Play-Doh and go back like this. Okay, and you'll see if it's there. Another exercise is to be able to separate and get this together. So what we do is little balls. So you do, this is my good hand, so I rather try yourself to use as much as you can this hand, and do one ball, and then do 3 balls at least. This is very sticky, so be careful because it can stay in your shirts, in your blankets. Believe me, I have yellow and pink everywhere. So just my husband gets like mad because you will see it on my cell phone, on the blankets. So yeah, just be careful where you put the Play-Doh. Then one more ball. Now the whole idea is to be able to press. So you put one ball in one side and you find a flat surface, so you can push the other one in the other finger, and then this last one. Once you have it there, then you start pressing. I still don't have enough strength, so I usually use my other hand to kind of stretch it. And if you can keep your hand like straight, then it's better. I also like to bend it, so work on the wrist. Once you do this, it repeats again. So you see how I was able to squeeze it? Then you go back to the same exercise of making a ball and putting it back on your finger. So you see how it got to stretch, right? So you take it down, make another ball, and start all over again. I was recommended to do 10 times. So I did one. This would be like my second time. So again, you put it in between your finger, each ball. So I usually try to put it all the way to the end. So all the way to the end, not here nor here, all the way to the end. But it depends where you need to get those strands. You might need to put it here. It all depends, you know, where is weaker. So again, you push, try to squeeze it as much as you can. And if you can, maybe, in my case, I usually sheet and push it with the other one. But when I push it like this, I'm actually trying with my own hand as well to push it. So do both. So I would recommend doing these 10 times and once a day at least. If you can do it twice a day, even better. Now, last two exercise is basically squeezing and squeezing the Play-Doh. You try to get this something straight. This one is, again, the soft one. If you use the stronger one, you might need to get this a bit much less thicker. So the other exercise is you fold this into the two fingers and you push. Now, again, because this is softer, I can probably use it in a thicker version like this. You see how it bends? So let's switch to the pink one. You'll see the difference. So because this is stronger, you will need to be, this will need to be thinner in order to be able to do that exercise. So it's going back to that movement, gaining that strength. So you fold this and then push with your finger. Then I go back here, make it tighter for the other two fingers, make it tighter for the other two fingers, and then you repeat again. You push, 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 push. And then once it's thick, again, fold it and push, push, and push. I'll recommend this doing 10 times as well. So again, make it as thinner as possible. And once you do it, fold it and push it. Okay. So this one 10 times. Okay, be patient. Sometimes you might only be able to do 5, but the more you do, the better. Okay. The last exercise with the Play-Doh is basically for the thumb. So you put the Play-Doh here and then you press like this. So the whole idea is for this to bend with the Play-Doh and the thumb. Now to work on the thumb. So you work on the Play-Doh and try to press it. See how I'm folding? I'm working this side and at the same time I'm pressing with the thumb. So I keep pressing with the thumb, pressing with the thumb. It's almost like making a tortilla. If you ever done a tortilla, you'll know that usually you try to kind of make it like this in a circular way. You don't need to make it circles tortilla shape, but the whole point is to be able to work the thumb and the finger. So you see, this is actually more flattened. This is a little bit thicker. So then you work the other side. and you press, you know, press here and press with the thumb, and you keep pressing and pressing, and then you fold it again and you repeat the same exercise. And if you don't have enough strength with your fracture arm, use the other one and just press and press and press. And this is about it. You feel as you get better, you'll be able to do more and more and more with the Play-Doh, and this helps a lot. It can be boring. I usually watch my Netflix or my chick movies while I'm doing this, so this way you're not frustrated that you're not going as strong, because the more that you do it, the more your fingers get strong. Okay, so give it a try. And again, if you have any questions, you can email me at contact@Melissa with double S consultant.com. Okay, we'll do one more video, and hopefully the